Well, I'm out here and working on the truck, and I was working on getting the dry shaft going and discovered that something that I have heard lots about but have never seen has cropped up on my truck that needs to be taken care of. And what I am talking about is that on GM trucks and other trucks, at some point they decided that they were going to go from a get the light here. So they went from what is considered a so this is your leaf spring bracket or U-bolts. Older trucks, the U-bolts would come up, spring plate would sit on top, nut, washer, cinch down, pinch everything. They went to this form where it's these square type of U-bolts and they go over the top instead. And then what happens is on the bottom, they are put through a little plate right here. So they go through this plate and then the nuts are on the bottom. Now, while these work fairly well, they do present a major problem that a lot of people are not aware of. If you look inside here, this is all dirt. And this dirt builds up in there. And what happens is that if you do not come under here and you clean this up, it will eventually cause a problem on your U-bolt. And if we come over to the other side, I already have a U-bolt taken off, and I'll show you the problem. So here is a U-bolt that I've taken off the truck already. And if you notice, right in here, let's see if I can get the light to shine good. So if you notice right here, you can see that it narrows out and all the threads are gone. It's the same on the other side. And basically it's because all that dirt is sitting in that pocket collecting moisture and everything else, and it starts to eat this away. And while these ones aren't too bad, they can get bad enough that they will actually corrode this enough that these will actually break. So there's a couple of different solutions to this. One solution is you just get some new of these U-bolts and you can just replace your U-bolts. But because of what happened with this and it's forcing my hand, the route that I am doing is I went and talked and picked up these spring plates. They are 2.5 inch wide springs, 3/8 thick, 3 alignment holes, allows for I think like 3 to 4 inches or something for the U-bolt spread. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. And then I went to stand-ins and I picked up some new U-bolts, which came with some really beefy thick washers and some really thick beefy nuts. Because the truck has got 4-inch lift blocks, my U-bolts are 14.5 inches long. That will give me I think about 1.5 inches to almost 1.75 inches from the bottom of the axle to the top, and the spring plate will sit somewhere I think in about here and give me like 2 inches of thread for the nut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up on the other side where I still got to do some work, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the other U-bolt off, take the old spring plate off the bottom, then I'm going to get my grinder, and I've got somewhere this wire cup, and I've got this one. This is a flat one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the axle tube, and once the axle tube is cleaned up, Then I've got some farm paint, and I'm going to paint the top of the spring, and I'm going to paint around the tube where the U-bolts go, and for some protection. And then later on I'll do a whole paint up from there. So I'm going to get some stuff together, and then I'll get you guys situated, and I'll get busy cutting, grinding, and making a mess. All right, so got my light going, got my grinder, got all my crap. So we are now gonna get set up here and make a big old mess. Stick you over here, and hopefully when I cut this U-bolt off, everything just sits and stays and goes nowhere, hopefully. Got my jack stand under the axle. I think that's all I need, because I can't really put one under the frame. But then if I cut that, okay, I gotta rethink this. So I got everything set up here. I've got jack stand right in there. Right there. It's on the frame holding it up. I've got a jack stand there on the axle, so it's in place. So now what I'll be doing is cutting this off, and once this is free, then I'll have my jack under the outside here, out here. Then I can lift this up off the jack stand, move the jack stand, lower everything down, take the block out, because I am putting new blocks in this as well. And then once the new block is in, I can then go ahead and put the new leaf spring plate on, the new U-bolts, and get that all situated. So we'll just get you set up here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I know the light's kind of annoying. How's that? Yeah, light's still annoying, but that's the best I can do with that light. I gotta find my safety glasses, which they always seem to disappear. Got a red handle on it, so you would think they'd be easy to find, but that is not always the case. Ear protection. Okay, just want to move you here for a second because I need to get my jack out of the way. All right, jack is free. All right, jack is set, and oh, I remember why I hate freaking safety glasses. They always fog up. That's what the inside of that spring plate looks like. You can see how much debris and crap is in there. And there's another one of the bolts. Should be able to hopefully see how much is eaten away on that. And same with this one. So yeah, definitely time to replace those. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take my grinder with the steel cup and the flat one, and I'm going to clean off the top so that I can put the new spring plate on. Then I'm going to lower the axle, pull the old block out, and put my new ones in there. So I'm going to work on that now. Okay, and just to show you, so this is what the bottom side looks like. So you can see an old mark there from a U-bolt, but now you can see how much crap is on here. So this is why I'm going to take a wire brush and brush this all down good and clean this all up, and then I'm going to head and paint it. So I'm going to finish cleaning up all the rust off the sides and all the surfaces, and have a nice coat of paint on it. And once it's all painted, then I'll show you guys the rest of the install. Well, I was hoping to have made more progress than I've made, but I ran into a few funny situations. So the first one is, you can see I've got a jack stand sitting there under my spring, because no matter how low I tried to lower my axle, the springs would just hang too low and it wouldn't allow it to let go. So I got a jack stand sitting on the frame there, got a jack stand sitting under the leaf spring here, and finally was able to get it low enough. So I got it down and I got the old block out, sprayed a little bit of fluid film in there just to protect that guy a bit. And then I got the new block there, so I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to get this lifted back up. The plates, unfortunately, the center hole is too small for this, so I need to get a drill bit and drill them out. I already drilled it out one size up, but it's still too big, so I need to figure out what size nut this is, and then replace that. So I was kind of hoping to have this done tonight, but it's already 8:15, and I want to be in the house by 9, so I probably got another hour, and I don't know if I have a drill bit big enough for that other hole, for the spring plate hole. So this may be continued tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm going to get the lift block in, and once I have that in, then I will see where I'm at and go from there. I now have, they're not done up, they're just kind of sitting, the plates loose. These are not torqued down yet at all. They're just plates loose. Just wanted to make sure everything was going to fit. But you can see I got the new 5/8 U-bolts. You can see I've got, a couple inches poking out here, which is perfect. I'll probably cut about, I don't know, an inch off of these so that I can get these torqued down. This is that TMR Customs spring plate. These things, man, they're heavy duty. My only complaint about these is I haven't done it to this one yet, but these plates come pre-drilled, pre-slotted here. We got the 2 slots on either side for the U-bolts, which is fine. But the one thing that as a suggestion that I could think of would be that these 3 holes, for them not to be drilled out, and just put a little dimple where they would be technically drilled out. I've seen a lot of comments about people having to re-drill these holes because the nut for your center pin is can change in diameter. So depending on what size of center pin you have, these could be too big or they could be too small, and in my case they were too small, so I actually had to drill these out. I think I initially started with a 15.5 or 16 mil drill bit for the center one. I drilled it, tried it, still didn't work. So I have a 3/4 inch bit that I used, and that seemed to work. It gives this just enough room that it can kind of slide around on the leaf spring here. So that would be my only sort of thing that I would make a suggestion for them, is to just not drill those out. So now what I'm going to do is basically get everything kind of lined up, make sure these are all where they're supposed to be. The spring plate is kind of crooked right now, so I need to center up the spring plate to get this all proper, get the spring plate. The spring plate can't really go back and forth much, but it can go that way some, or it can come back this way some. I wanted to make sure that it's evenly spaced all in here. Then I'm going to cut these down, I got some copper anti-seize, because you should use that to grease these up when you're torquing them. And then 5/8 bolts, from my understanding, usually about 120 to 130 foot-pounds torque on those. So I will torque those down, and then this side will be finished. And I still got to do the other side, but the other side won't be so bad because now I know what I have to do, and it'll go much faster. So gonna get these all sorted, situated, and torqued down, and then I'll bring you guys back. So just finishing up here, you can see I got my copper anti-seize as a lubricant, and I've kind of gone around in a crisscross pattern and started tightening these down. And if you can tell, like this one here, is it that one? Or is it this one? So that's 130 there. And now we just go and finish this one. 130, 130, and 130. So all four of those are torqued down good. I'm gonna go back over with my implement paint everything up nice, get it all cleaned up. But that should fix the problem with, oh, now I'm winded. Too many layers on, too warm. That should help with our Canadian beavers going under my truck and chewing up my U-bolts and causing me grief. So, quick little U-bolt flip kit, job, procedure, whatever you want to call it on these, and hopefully will no longer cause me any further issues. So that side is done. I still got that side to do, but because I now know A, what I'm doing, and B, I don't have to film it, it'll be done much faster. And then once I have that side done, I can continue on with working on my dry shaft stuff. So just thought I'd bring you along to show you how I did my U-bolt kit on this one. I've never really seen much about it or sort of parts or any kits. And if you can buy a kit, they're really expensive. So I think I paid $80 Canadian, $90 Canadian for the blocks, and I think $80 Canadian for the U-bolts. So about $160 in to do this job. So not too bad. Gives me a piece of some ease of mind, and knowing that my U-bolts won't break down the road. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.